Good evening, everyone. Good to be here again. And just to discuss a few things and share some thoughts. Okay, it's gonna be a kind of discussion. Okay, I mean, what is happening in Nigeria, man? I don't. It's pathetic. It's pathetic, man. I feel for Nigeria. I feel so. I feel for Nigeria. I feel the way it's tight, the way the tide is going. I pray for Nigeria every time. But I just feel for them right now, man. People are suffering, crying. People are not happy. You can see the anger in the faces of people. You can see I saw the kind of a video today where a woman was carrying a baby and she fainted. She said she had not eaten for 4 days. It's just a pity. I would say it's a pity. It's painful to see all this stuff happening. It's a pity. It's so painful to see all this stuff happening, and that is it. So we just hope that things will turn around. We hope things will turn around, and I saw another video, truckload of foodstuffs be turned around from Niger State back to the north. So yams and tomatoes, all those stuff. Man, what is happening in that country? What is happening in that country? People are suffering hunger, foodstuffs, the price are skyrocketing. The lot of naira is just somehow, and these things are happening. I saw some a shop today in Abuja being locked up, being sealed, or rather, man. I saw people across River State, they were crying, civil servants that did not be paid. How can they survive? How will people survive? This is not the Nigeria we voted for. This is not the Nigeria we hope for. This is not the Nigeria we will be clamoring for. This is not the Nigeria we'll be clamoring for. It's just so bad. It's so pathetic, okay? What do we really, what is the way forward? What is the way forward, man? That's the question. Who answer that question, man? That is the truth. Who answer that question? The question need to be answered because people are suffering. People are really suffering. Sometimes people will wish, that could be a real help, it could be a real help. But how can you help? How many people can you help? People are so many that are suffering. Just so many, so many. Salaries are not paid. The price of fuel is going up. Dollar to naira is on the rise. Farmers can go to farm. Killings are kidnapping. People are protesting everywhere right now. Come on, we really need to. I don't know. I don't know, guys. What is happening in Nigeria? Those in diaspora, don't think because we are in diaspora that we are just okay. No, we should we should feel for people back home in Nigeria, man. We should feel for them. We should feel for them. The truth is that the people they voted really, and the vote was stolen. So don't blame the people right now. Because I see it on Twitter, people are saying, "Hey, we told you, vote wisely." But now they did vote. They voted wisely. It's not their fault. It was rigged. It was rigged. So, man, where do we go from here? To this day, I will watch Arise TV. Oh, okay. Where do I start from, sir? Is it the Labour Party crisis? The treasurer was accusing the Abure. Abure came out yesterday accusing different things. He thought she's instead of the former critical chairperson. That one came out. She was saying she was forced to resign. She was forced to do so many things. So come on, that means the system, even the Labour Party, with people thought It can be it will be trusted. It's evil somehow too. But that's not even the. I mean, for me personally, I don't believe in parties. I believe the one man Peter Obi, you understand, and and the movement. But man, we need to make Nigeria work. We just need to make Nigeria work. This is not right. People are suffering. This is not right. It's not fair. No, no, no. It's not right, man. It's not right. What do we do? What can we do? What can we do? We cannot just fold our hands and say, God, what waiting for God. God has done his part too. God is resting. Papa God is resting. He has given us the free will to do what we want to do. He has given us the authority, the power to do what we want to do. So the power is in our hands. It's not God. It's not God. God has done everything he has done. God has blessed Nigeria. Natural resources, human resources. Go to the north, blessed. Go to the south, blessed. To the east, blessed. To the west, everywhere, blessed. Is it sea? Is it water? Is it land? Come on. So we have no excuse. This is human management. Human management. Human management. That's killed. Has killed the country, man. Yeah. What is the way forward? That's yeah. Today I was saying I won't just say anything, but please, as you watch, kindly like, share, okay? Make comments, okay? As I said before, there is YouTube channel. Please kindly subscribe to it, okay? And there's Twitter handles, Twitter handle and the TikTok also. Please can you follow also? As I was saying, guys, we need to make Nigeria work. We need to make Nigeria work. I will just play the video of okay, maybe I will start with um the Labour Party stuff where the immediate critical chairperson came out to say her own today too. Maybe I'll start with that before I go to the crisis that was happening. Okay, that was just Fubara and Wike what when the video went viral when the VP ordered him to go and greet his emperor Wike and Obaseki Snubs Shaibu. See politicians, you cannot trust them. Cannot trust them. Shaibu with what they call it with Obaseki when they were together with the last election, we were saying four and four, so 4 and 4. Ogbane, 4 and 4, Ogbane, 4 and 4, Ogbane. Now can just make that not at all able to shake, but they snub him. You should be a man. Why should they snub him? You should be a man. Politics, shake. That was why we care Fubara or we can shake Fubara. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be, man. Politics is on do or die. Politics is on do or die. That's you win some, you lose some. Okay, but at the end of the day, it's to make the country better. That is what we are saying. Making the country work. That's the bottom line. Okay, making the country work. That is how it's supposed to be. Not um, um, using personal, interest override the interest of the people. Well, people are suffering, dying. They don't even care. They don't. They don't care. They don't. Do they really care? If they do, I think by now, I think we has been there for long now. 7 months. How many months now? How many months now? It's been there. It's been there for some time now. It should have been able to solve some issues. I started the security issues. People can't go to farm. They can't go to farm. What? Come on. The military, they know this stuff. They know what is happening. They know. They can fix this stuff if they really want to fix it. If they give the admission and they really want to fix it, they can fix it. They can fix it. Anyway, today I say I won't talk too much. Man, it's painful. See what's happening in Nigeria is just so painful. We cannot just say because you are great, you are good, you don't need to speak. Oh, please, you have to speak. We all need to be speaking out. Oh, we all need it. We just all need it. Okay, we all need it. Enough is enough of all this stuff. Enough is enough for all this stuff. Enough is enough, man. We all need to speak out. We all need to speak out. It's not good. This is not good at all. This is bad, rather. Okay. We just listen to okay. Tabi was saying they will because the crisis happening in the party. They said they will try to have external auditor to audit the account, which is this is what we are calling for accountability. I put some part of it yesterday, but let's just watch this one. Let's watch this guys and share your thoughts, man. My own is Nigeria. Making Nigeria work again. That's just my own. Not all this stuff. Okay. When Nigeria work, people we need to find a way out to make sure the suffering in the land is stopped because see protests everywhere. Protest, man. Protest. There is hunger in the land. We are seeing, well, I don't know why they see it. They said the person is holding goods. Why they see that supermarket in Abuja, I don't know. And these are the time we know we can find some people, find them. Then they need the food. Okay, when you see it somewhere, you are a kind of um, people are working there too. If you see that place, people that are working there, who will pay them? We should be smart enough. Okay, we should be smart enough. We should be smart enough. Find them. Okay, find them. Give them a fine. Let them pay the fine. Let them pay the fine. That's how it's supposed to be. Not just set it up. So people are working there. From the cashier, the manager, even the gate man, the security there. Eh? Who's going to pay them? Who's going to pay them? Are you going to foot the bill? Man, oh, there are so many things we really need to improve on in Nigeria, man. So many things we need to improve on. Decisions, taking decisions is
its expenses, and how funds received were disbursed in line with best campaign practice and spirit of accountability. The party's presidential flag bearer and other officials say, contrary to reports suggesting it received billions of naira in free will donations for the elections, it only received a total of 596 million naira from supporters and 800 million naira from the candidate.
When I'm involved with anywhere money is, it must be transparently all the funds received directly and indirectly from that. It's not up to 1%. It's about not up to 1% of what is mentioned. People are claiming we received about $150 million, and as 8 years we haven't seen 1%. And I stand for anybody to dispute or approve that.
A breakdown of
Professor David Costa, and I'm here today to introduce.
come back to it, okay? Is, let me just let me see it is. I'll come back to it right now. Okay. Uh, let's go back to it. Okay. Let's go back to it.
indicates that 268 million naira was expended on campaign materials, 60 million naira on radio broadcast, 10 million naira for election promotion, 324 million naira for polling unit agents, 1.7 on bank charges, 476 million on administration, 744 million on legal expenses, while 28 million was deployed to other campaign and election activities.
We provided direct and indirect support to over 100 support groups across all 36 states in Nigeria. Also mobilized and supported over 100,000 grassroots organizers across the 36 states.
The officials assured party supporters who contributed that their funds were meticulously utilized with approvals from the party's presidential candidate, Peter Obi.
Whatever decision we took in terms of disbursing funds, we are made with the full acknowledgement of His Excellency and also signatories to the account, so no funds left the account without the approval of His Excellency.
On the recent accusations of fraud and abuse of office against the party's national chairman, Peter Obi calls for thorough investigation.
What we need to do in the party, and I discuss it with the leadership, is that we must now appoint a reputable audit firm to audit and be able to deal with the accounting of the party. So there's allegation and counter allegation now, and there must be thoroughly investigated and verified. And we reconcile it and know exactly what we're doing.
For the Labour Party, Nigeria cannot have clean leadership if politicians continue to hide their campaign spending. The spotlight is now on the ruling All Progressives Congress, the People's Democratic Party, and other political parties to present their expenses. Chinaza Samuel, RI.
We'll continue with it, okay? We'll continue with it. And this is the allegations from the former chairperson. So let's listen to her. Okay? Let's listen to her right now. Let's listen to her. Okay, she has a lot to say, which makes me to say, somehow. Let's listen to her right now.
National chairman talking about forgery of a check. Then I decided to come here and clear myself on the issues. I was nominated, appointed to be the acting national chairman after the demise of Salam. So from then on, my name was not affected on the check because of the problem I had with my ID cards. All the issue of my name, the check of 7th February till March 18th, thereabout, they were talking about. I didn't know anything about the forged of a check by Abure to withdraw money from the account. I was just waiting until when my name was cleared, until my name was cleared. There was a meeting in Benin on the 29th of March, where I signed some checks for when I signed check for the meeting we had on that day for working committees and state chairman for that meeting. That was the only check aside. But between 7th February and that day of that check that was forged, I didn't know anything about it. So I was surprised that he mentioned my name, that two of us signed those checks. I'm not surprised because the chairman has been forging signature. Like when he removed him from the office, he asked me to come and sign to sign off of from the bank, which I did not do. He forged my signature to remove me from that bank account and put his name as the chairman. I was appointed as the acting national chairman after the demise of SLM, and I acted for only 3 months. And before then, I attended 2 meetings as the chairman of the party. One was a meeting that was slated for all the 18 political parties chairmen and national secretaries of all the parties.
Well, Ms. Labake,
I was appointed.
Ms. Labake, please allow me to interrupt you and pick up on something you said earlier about the forged checks.
Okay.
We just want to clarify that you are saying you had no knowledge of these checks being signed that are in question, and you are surprised that your name has come up. Is that what you're saying? You did not know these checks were signed?
Those checks that was forged by secretary for chairman, I didn't know about it.
When did you come to know about them?
when he forged those checks.
When were you? When
I heard it through the television. I heard the meeting when he mentioned my name and the treasurer mentioned the forged check.
Allow me to come in here. You know, you said something about being surprised, you know, because that is a usual habit of his, forging checks. And I'm wondering if you have evidence, because Julius Abure was on the money trail yesterday, and he came, you know, with a number of checks and documents to back up his claim, you know, that he has not defrauded the party in any way. But here you are on national TV saying that he has been forging checks. Do you have evidence to back up your claim?
So I didn't know. The treasurer accused him of forging checks, which I didn't know about, because I was just a new in that office. Before because my signature was not changed immediately I entered in that office. Until when from 7th February to March, I was not a signatory until when my signature was perfected. Then I became a signature. But as I had a signatory to the account. But as at that time, when the check was forged, I did not know about it. On the 29th of March, or the 28th of March, the meeting was a NEC meeting. When Julius Abure said that I should step down as acting chairman, national chairman, so that he would take over. Then I rejected it until on the meeting of that day, on the 29th, he stood up on the meeting. He collected the microphone from me to preside over the meeting. Then I dragged the mic from him. There was a tussle between me and him on the microphone until he later allowed me to address the neck. After talking, I talked. Then from there, somebody arose from the audience and said, the best thing is to remove me as acting chairman and he should take over. Then I was dragged out of my seat as a chairman and he came up. So after that, he brought some documents because he told me that the reason why he's putting that meeting in Edo, his home state, is because he has monopoly of talks, and he will gather as many talks as possible so that they could help me to protect my interests in case if anybody objected to my position. So there and then, immediately after the meeting, they removed me, pushed me out. I was intimidated, pushed out of my seat, and he came and sat on that seat. And from there, he opened his portfolio, brought so many documents. I was surrounded by so many talks in that meeting. I was forced on duress to sign many documents which I could not be able to proofread at that moment. After that day, when I left for my state, then he used another. There was a Senate server car pursuing me after that meeting. As I following me bomber to bomber along Abuja, Abuja Road. So until when I reached one police station, I stopped and alerted the police. So when they came, the police stopped them and they had to go back. On the following day, I was called to come and change my signature as a signature of the accounts, which I rejected. He forged my signature because there's no way he could have changed his signature, affected his own signature without my person signing out of that account. He also forged the signature, a letter and the signature to INEC to tell them that I have resigned as national chairman of the party, which I did not do. All those things I did not do. Because when I attended the meeting in February, after the approval of my appointment, I attended a meeting in INEC conference room, where the INEC chairman introduced me And all of us stood up and observed a minute's silence for the late chairman. As at that time, Julius Abure, who was elected as national secretary of the party, was with national secretary of all the 18 political parties on their own side, while I was with all the 18 political chairmen, national chairmen in our own side. Then I entered another meeting at Ritz Hotel in collaboration with NIPS and INEC, where the meeting was selected for all the national secretaries and national chairmen. So he was the national secretary and I was the chairman until that 29th of March, where he planned and intimidated and took over the office. And in my party, the constitution cannot use that meeting. The meeting was for next meeting, where all the chairmen, secretaries of all the states were invited, including the Abuja National Working Committee. There he planned and removing it from the office. So I am here, and since then, I just kept quiet and leave everything to God. I did not talk and I just kept quiet until when this issue of forgery and that's and they mentioned my name, that those checks, the checks he forged, I did not know about it. I only signed a check for the meeting which we held on 29th March.
Well, Ms. Labake, these allegations that you have shared with us are quite deep and astounding. When you were going through such a process, as it must have caused you a lot of turmoil, did you report this to anybody, to the National Working Committee of your party or some of the higher chieftains within the Labour Party? Did you share this with any of them?
Yes. Immediately we came back from that meeting, he formed a disciplinary committee that they should that they expel me from the party because I didn't go on the invitation. The next thing is that he said that they should expel me from the office. Immediately I came back from that meeting. I went to NLC, Nigeria Labour Congress, who registered their party. That party was registered on 2002. All the people that formed that party were from different unions. I came from Nigeria Union of Local Government Employees. I retired as a director in that office, and I was one of the founding members of that party. I was the first national treasurer for many years. So when I reported to them, they took it up and wrote a letter to INEC to condemn that particular meeting that brought Julius Abure and Farouk as national chairman and secretary. So I reported.
Now, the national chairman of the Labour Party, that's Abure, he has dismissed all the allegations leveled against him, by the treasurer as baseless, and he believes that the national treasurer was now been suspended is under some external influence, with some analysts suspecting that this might be a ploy, by the other faction of the party to take control of the Labour Party. I would just like your thoughts on this. Could this be something that the other faction or an external party is cooking up just to destabilize your party?
I don't know about that because I'm just on my own. I don't belong to either of the party because I'm just on my own. I just said, let God take control because I was intimidated, harassed, and pushed out of my office. Even as I know I'm talking to you, immediately after that meeting, he broke my office. I'm still having the key of that old office where he removed me. He scattered my personal belongings and some cash in my office and all my documents. I never went back to that office until today I'm talking to you.
Well, we have a short clip of we have a short clip of your party member, Julia Sabure, on our morning show. And it's the chairman of the Labour Party on the morning show. Let's take a look at him reacting to some of these allegations.
All those money withdrawn between January 2021 and March were all withdrawn and we co-signed with the acting chairman of the party, Maria Lebeke. I was the national secretary of the party at the time, and there was no way I could have withdrawn money from the account, or any person could have withdrawn money from the account without the A signature. We were able to withdraw because we effected all the changes in the signatory. We brought in the new acting national chairman, Maria Lebeke, who signed all the checks with us. She equally, Oluchi Opara, was one of those who also signed some of those checks.
So, Ms. Lebeke, is this true?
The check he was talking, the check that treasurer was talking is the check he forged to withdraw money from the party. He forged, so according to him, you know, she is the custodian of the account of the party. She said he forged signature to collect withdraw money from the account. That was what she is accusing him of.
Okay, now thank you very much.
So the best thing is...
Go ahead. Go ahead, please.
The best thing is to go to the bank. So to go to the bank to check that check that he forged to withdraw that money from the bank. That is the bone of contention. The check he forged to withdraw money after the death of A.A. Salam, our former national chairman.
Yes, I'll still go back to them. Let's go back to them, okay? Let's go back to them. This is too bad for Labour Party, really, man. It's really bad for Labour Party. And anyway, let's listen to her and her final notes.
Yes, that's what they're supposed to do instead of suspending the national treasurer to find out whether that had this allegation. Because she is in charge of all the money from the party, so he knows better than anybody. When I think that if the committee should do justice on that issue, then we'll know who is right and who is wrong. That's the best thing to do, instead of suspending her. Let Nigeria hear her, whether she's right or wrong, or whether Abure is right or wrong. Whoever is wrong should be punished.
Well,
that is my own suggestion.
Well, we'd like to thank you so much.
This is a serious issue as per Labour Party. The scandal is launched, which is not good for a party that people Nigerians are trying to trust, trying to rally around to build a nation, but this is happening in Labour Party. We'll just say then, I mean, they're all the same. They're all the same. You just a little, this is happening. That means it's all the same thing. It's too bad, really, man. It's damn too bad. It's damn too bad. I hope I hope they clear up all the mess. Now, I should be going campaigning stuff happening in Edo State. We'll go trust them, man. With all this happening right now, we'll go trust them. It's not good for them. in the upcoming elections, in those states. It's not good for them. It's not for them. This is a bad omen for them. It's not just good. Okay, so I hope Peter Obi should be able to. Is the president candidate? Is it of the party? Should be able to bring some trust into it. Okay, he should be able to bring some trust into it because damn too bad what is happening. It's not good. Okay, and it's not good at all. All right, I think that's the video for today. Let's take the last video for today, and it's all the same thing. Okay, just all the same stuff. Just to the power of it. Okay. Please, guys, as you watch, kindly like, kindly share. It's important to make comments. Let's build a better Nigeria.
Going out this evening. Fantastic.
Let's build a better Nigeria, okay?
Yes, Wike were in attendance during the meeting. River State Governor Fubara was asked by Vice President Kashim Shettima to acknowledge his predecessor. Yes, Wike generating reactions on social media. Well, let's take a look.
Boy, shame Fubara. I wish you don't greet to. I mean,
that was a very, very viral video. I can see your head down. Well, all right, let me take some tweets. This person wrote, this person's Emma. He wrote, I can't believe that a whole sitting governor, in the person of Fubara, will be ordered in this manner. It is well. Look at the way we gave him a very cold treatment. Well, Seto Fumi wrote, there's something about the presidential villa. You don't dare disobey order. Even the most trivial directive, Vice President Shettima told Fubara to go greet Emperor Wike. He complied immediately. Emperor Wike, too, couldn't snub him. Meanwhile, yesterday in Yenagoa, Governor Obaseki refused to shake hands with his deputy, Shaibu. So you can say Fubara is a very nice guy. He actually obeyed. He obeyed. He's obedient and he obeys the rules and regulations. He went straight to do what Vice President Kashim Shettima told him. Well, you said that Governor Obaseki was not being. Yeah.
At least
what was that?
Even though there was a delayed reaction from Minister Wike when he had to look up to see who was saying hello to him, but he still responded.
Yes.
Oh, I think almost with a smile. But Governor Obaseki was like, he was like, hey, we should go to trend with that, like, no way, not happening. But I think it speaks to the fact that these were people that were Tommy in the past. They called themselves my brother, my friend, my father, and all that. And it just goes to show that all is not well in, between the relation, no love lost between Governor Obaseki and his deputy, Philip Shaibu, who is also hoping to get the ticket of the PDP in those states to run for governor. But beyond that, he said something that it looks like Governor Fubara. This is a problem. He has identified that he's too obedient. He listens too much, and that sometimes he should get a bit of backbone. Yeah. That's in the conversation. As to, it looks like he's trying to make peace with his godfather, with the man whom he credited during his inauguration speech. That was, I have to give honor to whom it is due.
Yes.
I give it to Wike, but it looks like Minister Wike is not having it.
No, he's
At least
not.
it was civil. So we applaud that. But beyond that, the conversation that we talked about earlier, the importance of the governor's meeting with the president and these key stakeholders to address two big issues, security and food security. That's good to see. And I hope they'll put away their differences to work for the people. They can fight in the private. Yeah. They can have disagreements in the private. But
absolutely. I wouldn't expect Fubara to do, actually. Was he going to not just disobey the vice president? He could though, but he could. People are saying, I mean, he's a governor. Wike should be the one going
let me ask you a question. If Governor Wike,
yes.
Governor Wike were in this position, do you think anyone would have ordered him to go and say hello to somebody?
Well, I'm not Wike's mind. You can't put me on the spot. But they call him emperor for a reason. Go ahead.
Well, I think people react to situations differently. let's start with the meeting at the villa. The VP asking Fubara to go and greet your girl. But because he pointed, he wasn't making any mistake. He pointed in the direction of go and greet your girl. Go and greet your principal. And he obeyed. Now, as for the people saying they've turned the same Fubara into a boy among men, I don't think so. It's just simple courtesy. I think we should even commend the vice president. After all, we're told in the Bible, Matthew 5, verse 9. You are looking at me.
Pastor Martin.
The Bible, answers all things. It says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of God." So that was the vice president trying to make peace. Say, please greet your God. Don't make the mistake of walking, and ignoring him. So I think it's fine. It's okay. Whatever Yeson Wike thinks or not, it was good optics for his successor to say hello to him. After all, they are from the same place. As for Governor Obaseki and Philip Shaibu, the same Philip Shaibu that has been on this program, I think not once, not twice, say that he helped Obaseki. He used his resources to make him governor. And that Obaseki is an ingrate. If you have a deputy who has abused you like that on international television, and the relationship between you has collapsed, and then that same deputy sees you in public, he wants to greet you. So you greet him. Well, it depends on the kind of person you are. Right. Some other people, their temperament will not allow that. I say, no, we're not on the same page. You and I, we're not friends. Don't let us pretend in public. There are some people like that. If they are angry with you, they are angry with you. They are not going to laugh with you. And yet there are some other people, they will laugh with you, they will shake your hand, but they have a dagger in their pocket. If they have a chance, they will put that dagger straight into your heart. So two different personalities here. So it may be that in Yeson Wike's case, greeting Fubara may not mean much. Deep within him, we say, look at this stupid boy. But Governor Obaseki is a different kind of person. Don't come here and pretend that we are friends. We are not friends. Let us prove it to ourselves on the field of play when PDP conducts its primaries. And then we will know who is your guy and who is the... Is it boy? Is it fair to use the word boy?
No, who is the godson?
Okay.
Godson.
But I mean, the meeting was a good meeting. At the end of the day, I mean, the issue of state policing is back on the table. And, the fact that the federal government has directed, state governors to stop food hoarding, it's great to, see these types of meetings, and hopefully something comes out of it, and it's not just audio. I mean, because all we've been hearing is all these audio promises. But speaking about economic hardship, yesterday we showed a video of a group of people being flogged while queuing up for 100 naira bread in Lagos Island. Well, another video has emerged showing a crowd of Lagosians looting a truckload of yam meant for palliatives at the Central Mosque in Lagos. The incident is said to have occurred last week.
This is really bad. It's pathetic. Watch this and say, wow, God. It's pathetic. It shows the level of hunger, especially the one who are flogging people for 100 naira bread. When I saw it, I said, God,
this video was alarming. It happened last week. It started trending, I believe, yesterday after that video that we showed with, Lagosians being flogged for 100 naira bread. Like I said, I did reach out to the Lagos state government, and this is what they said to me, that a religious leader in Lagos Island had bought yams to distribute to the people in some parts of Lagos Island to support people in this economic situation. He didn't plan properly on the distribution method. As the yams landed and people got hints that it would be shared for free, they rushed there to start doing it themselves. I mean, this was what happened. This was the incident. And, we see these things happen. I mean, you cannot not say that there's economic hardship. This is Lagos. You saw the video. People were rushing for like
tubers, 3 tubers. They were just, out there. But I mean, the situation is really getting out of hand, out of control. We implore the people that are, trying to help out in this economic situation to try to, follow due process, find ways to get the poorest of the poor and distribute these things properly. Well, all right. Well, in Ogun State, members of the National Union of Foods, Beverages, and
I will come back to protests everywhere, really, man. Hunger is, people are hungry, okay? And what is the way out? That's the question we're asking. What is the way out? No food, people are hungry, and those people, what are they going to do? Okay, look at in Ogun State, in zero town. Let's play it. People protesting for the ban sachet alcohol. People will lose jobs in the first place. People will lose jobs also, man. So we should be reasonable. We should look at all the sides. What will be the gain? What will be the losses? What are the gains? We need to do it. Everything are things we really need to into consideration. But they are not doing that. They just hand on time. It's not fair. People are working. People will lose their jobs too. Okay. People too will lose their jobs. People too will lose their jobs. So you see, so many things. We need to be smart as a leader. To make sure before you do anything, you have to make sure you take the right decision. Okay, not just take the decision because you heard one side. No, take the decision for the good. Okay, good for the good. So we really need to make things happen. We need to plan for our nation, for the people who are governing. Not just ban the shops, ban the sachet water, sachet alcoholic drink. People are working. They earn money to feed families. Let's let's be let's make it let's be real, man. Okay, let's be real. Let's watch. Let's continue watching them. Okay.
People in this midst of scarcity. But I recall Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin was the one who propounded the theory of survival of the fittest.
Yes.
The theory of natural selection. And he said in cases where you have issues with food, with health crises and all that, only the strongest will survive. And this would seem to be a literal, application of that theory. Where, food is available, you see how they are struggling. Only the very fit and the strongest will have access to those tubers of yam. But why the planning of the distribution is important is that, look, some people could be injured.
Absolutely.
Some people could collapse. In fact, they could degenerate into a riot. In fact, the next time food is being distributed in this manner, people can kill each other.
Absolutely.
That is what happens when you have a chaotic situation, where life is beginning to border on the nasty, the short, and the British. So, planning the distribution is important. Whoever wants to renew food should please plan. And maybe they can liaise with state authorities also to assist in helping with distribution. The only problem with that is that the philanthropists will be afraid that the food that is being made available may end up in the houses of the civil servants who themselves are hungry. But if planning is fine, there's nothing bad in giving to the other people. Secondly, the people protesting. It's not only in Ogun State that people have been protesting. They protested also in Lagos over the ban of pet, items and sachet drinks. So it's not an Ogun State problem.
Okay, we hear you.
This is the background. NAFDAC, as far back as 2018, had consulted, had met with the same distillers and alcoholic beverage retailers and manufacturers, okay? And it was agreed that, you know, because of alcoholic consumption, which WHO says is responsible for about 200 ailments, that this should be phased out. And they said by 2022, the manufacturers of these alcohol drinks should reduce by 5%, but the enforcement of the final stage of it will be in January 2024. And NAFDAC, under Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, who has now been reappointed by President Tinubu, in recognition of her commitment, hard work, you know, and the leadership that she has provided in that agency, now said, okay, they will start implementing. It's the implementation of what was agreed upon that has caused a problem. Even Manufacturers Association of Nigeria is protesting. Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, the DG, Shegun Ajayi Kadiri, was on the same program, right? Yes, it was on the morning show, saying that, look, about 5.5 million people will be kept out of work, and about 55,000, you know, businesses will be affected. And instead of stopping alcoholic beverages from being produced, that what government can do is to put one in caution. You know, the Surgeon General has said alcoholic drink will be dangerous to your health. The same thing that is done with what is it called? Yes. With tobacco, you know. And some other people have other measures and say, okay, why don't you enforce age limits? That if you are below 18, you cannot take alcohol. And also for transport owners association to make sure that those drivers at the motor parks that have bloodshot eyes as early as 7 a.m., you know, every day, you know, are controlled and conscientized, you know, not to overconsume alcohol, and for them to be educated about the implications for their health. So the argument is out there. It's not an Ogun State problem. It's a national issue.
It is a national issue, but this is the video. This is the video that is trending, Dr. Abbas. And it happened in your state. My director corrected and said it's not Otta, it's Otta. Is it Otta? Yeah, it happened in Otta. Okay, so but I did see some of those videos that, you know, you talked about, and it is a big problem. I mean, I did see some videos in Lagos. The argument is out there. I have young children, and I understand where they are coming from, because these things are in sachet, you know, and they're accessible. I mean, enforcement of age limits, I don't know how that would help in any ways whatsoever, because, you know, at the end of the day, they can always get their kids men or whatever. The fact is, they are, you know, little-sized items that they can put in their school bags or whatever and go to school, and they are consuming it. It's the truth.
And even the concentration or the percentage of alcohol was raised. And in those small sachets, 200 milliliters. 30%. Whilst in a bottle, you can get about 5%. So it's not just the content, it's the fact that it's concentrated as well, or the percentage of alcohol is quite high. And they identified the fact that we have an underage drinking problem. One that perhaps we don't understand the scope of this or how bad the situation is. And according to WHO, underage drinking leads to other things. There's more propensity to do hard drugs, to fail in school. So there's a ripple effect. There's also an impact on crime levels as well in terms of alcohol-induced. But let me say something, which is also the argument for MAN and the BDN. Is the fact that the response of the Nigerian regulatory bodies is ban, stop. We're just talking about the nurses yesterday. So when you're unable to use the tools available for you to regulate, then outrightly ban. Now, the effect of banning is that it affects both the intended and then their secondary effects as well. So those who the underage drinking, and to be honest, like you mentioned, if we don't get regulation right, it will not stop it. If we are not able to enforce the fact that a young person cannot go into a store to buy alcohol, or the fact that a young person doesn't have access to this, it's just going to be stopping businesses without access. And that is the argument. That your solution is not going to cut it. Because in other areas, we see how people have access to drugs and the like. So what I would suggest perhaps is this. NAFDAC, temporary ban in order to contain the situation. But do that side by side by having an effective mechanism for checking sellers who sell to underage children. And like Dr. Abad had mentioned, the road NRT should check their members and run a sensitization drive, massive drive to ensure that they understand the effect and actually clamp down very heavily on this. After a period, when there's a marked improvement, then with regulation, you can introduce it, and then people understand that it's their own responsibility to doing this. In the UK, in other parts of the world, they found and it's illegal to sell to underage people, and there are many measures. You must have your ID card. If you look young, you're not allowed to, and then when the seller, the business owner, will be sanctioned for selling. So those are the kind of things that we should
I still asked about my ID card.
Oh, really? Of course. That's a compliment.
Is it? Well, all right. Regulations should be in place. Well, we'll take another story.
Let's go. We'll go back to them. Okay, this will be the last part of it. Come back because today, please like, share, and make this happen. Let's watch.
On the morning show, challenged the suspended national treasurer of the party, Oluchi Okpara, to provide concrete evidence to back her 3.5 billion naira fraud allegation against him. Speaking to journalist Peter Obi, who was accompanied by Aisha Yusufu, a member of his 2023 campaign team, said he's not involved in the accounting of the party's finances and that an auditor has been contracted to examine the party's finances.
All the funds received directly and indirectly from that is not up to one. It's about not up to 1% of what is mentioned. People are claiming we received about $150 million, and that's 30 years. We haven't seen 1%, and I stand for anybody to dispute to prove that. What we need to do in the party, and I discuss it with the leadership, is that we must now appoint a reputable audit firm to audit and be able to deal with the accounting of the party. So there's the allegation and counter-allegation now. They must be thoroughly investigated and verified. And we reconcile it and know exactly what we're doing.
All right, Dr. Ayo, you interviewed both Oluchi and Abure in this whole fraud allegation. But I think this is great. I mean, it shows that there's some sort of transparency within the Labour Party. This audit that has been called, it's been going back and forth on social media. People accusing, actually saying, yes, they stole the money. They did not steal the money. This social media type of trial has been going on. But this audit has come up, and I hope that it clears the way. I'd like for your take on both Abure and Oluchi's take on this story.
Okay, we had Julius Abure on the program yesterday, where he had the benefit of a right of reply. And they were saying that, in fact, the party had not seen any amount to the tune of 3.5 billion.
I did that before. I have to stop here for today. Okay?
Setting 1.3 billion, and then maybe
guys,
700 million.
Don't let the
totaling about just 2 billion.
I will stop there. Guys, don't let what is happening in the country kill your morale, okay? Be strong, okay? We survive. We will not survive what is happening in Nigeria, man. We will survive it, okay? Stay strong and believe in yourself, okay? You have the ability to overcome all these situations that come your way. I know it could be somehow, but have the faith and stay strong. Wait, be creative, okay? Find a way out, be creative. Just find a way out. Wait, and get it over. Okay? This is where I will stop for today. And guys, have a happy weekend. Be happy. Make yourself happy. Don't let anybody kill your morale. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Be who you are. Be yourself, okay? And you can turn this around, okay? Forget about the crisis happening in Nigeria right now. You can make this happen for yourself, okay? That's what I would say. That's my words of encouragement today. Stay strong. Be happy. Be happy. That's number one. Don't fear. Be happy. That's it. Don't fear. Be happy, okay? And have the best of life. Have the best of life. Make yourself and your family to be happy, right? All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. And God bless Nigeria. And good night. Please like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our TikTok. Thank you so much. God bless you.